Hello, this is your guide for Friday, June 12th in Work Packet 6. At the end of the video, we'll listen to a book about the planets in our solar system. But first, let's do our work. So with your nicest letters, you're going to print your name here. And if your name is Bill, you're going to start with an uppercase. Always start your name with an uppercase letter. And your name is not Bill, so please put your real name there so I know who did the work. And we're going to practice the number 9 today. So follow the numbers. Number 1 at the top, curve around, go up, and then 2, go down. Top, curve around, 2, go down. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Unde. Finger space. Unde. Onde, 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 onde. One more, onde. That is 9. And same thing down here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Onde, onde, onde. And same thing. 1, 2, onde, 1, 2, onde. And down here, this is how you write the word 9. N-I-N-E. Follow the lines. Dot goes above the line. 9. 9. 9 comes after 8 and before 10. 9. 9. Finger space. Finger space. Finger space. There you go. And you see our grid. We have 10 boxes. We've got 5 filled up here, 4 on the bottom. 5 plus 4 equals 9. Okay, let's move on to our daily language review. Okay, read the words. Playful, furry, dark, kind, cozy, easy, funny, clean, and noisy. Use the words in the box to write a sentence about a house. So let's pick a few words here for a house. Furry, you don't have a furry house. Cozy, that means like comfortable. And clean. Let's use those 2 words. My house is cozy and clean. Always start sentence with uppercase letter. My house is cozy and clean. Period. A pet for number 2. So my pet is furry and playful. What kind of pet? How about a dog? My dog is furry and playful. Period. Good. Number 3 is about a friend. My friend is kind and funny. My friend is kind and, sorry about the squeakies, funny. Period. My friend is kind and funny. Use another word to write your own sentence. Okay, so we got a house and a dog and a girl playing. So we want a new word. My house stinks like cheese. My house stinks like cheese puffs. My house stinks like cheese puffs. Okay, next page. Story time. The broken lamp. Okay. Well, please read the story and answer the questions. And we'll see lots of words that end with MP. Mp, mp, like ramp and lamp and thump. Okay. The picture, I see a car knocking over a lamp. Maybe that's why it's broken. Question number 1. What was Trump playing with? Number 2. What did the car hit? Number 3. What did Trump tell his mom? Let's read it. The broken lamp. Trump was playing with his cars. He built a ramp for his cars. One of the cars went down the ramp very fast. Trump saw his car hit a lamp. The lamp fell on the floor and the lamp went thump. Trump's mom came running in. She asked, "Why? Why is the lamp broken?" Trump said, "My car bumped the lamp and it went thump. I'm sorry, Mom." Number 1, what was Trump playing with? Trump was playing with his cars. Uppercase, Trump is playing with his cars. Period. Number 2, what did the car hit? He built a ramp for his cars. One of the cars went down the ramp very fast. Trump saw his car hit a lamp. Uppercase, a lamp. Period. Number 3, what did Trump tell his mama? So his mama asked, "Why is the lamp broken?" Trump said, "My car bumped the lamp and it went thump. I'm sorry, Mom." Let's just say he told her that he's sorry. He said he's sorry. We don't want to write all of that stuff. We don't have room for it. He said he's sorry. Good enough. Okay, because it's Friday, we always do a journal entry on Friday. And today's school. Do you miss going to school? Going to school, do you miss it? Why or why not? Journal entry. Please write in full sentences. That means you start with an uppercase letter and end with punctuation. Your sentences must end with a period, question mark, or exclamation mark. And it has to be a full idea. Okay? So please write in full sentences and put spaces between your words. Finger spaces, please. Here's the topic. Do you miss going to school? Why or why not? For example, I miss school because... And then after we write, we'll do this. Draw a picture of yourself at school. Okay. So, why would you miss school? Maybe you don't miss learning math and reading, but maybe you miss being with your friends or sitting at the lunch table or gym class or singing "O Canada." Maybe you just miss lining up in the hallway or going to Dene class, going on the playground. I think you miss school. Even if you think you don't, I'm pretty sure you would love to be back. So, here's what I would say. Please don't copy me. This is just an example. I miss school because Because I miss school all because of all the little wing nuts. That's you. Of all the little wing nuts. And that's exciting, so I'm going to end my sentence with an exclamation mark. I miss school because of all the little wing nuts. I miss teaching you. I miss teaching you, playing with you, like in gym class, toilet tag, playing. I miss teaching you, I miss playing with you. So I miss teaching you, playing with you, and talking with you, because you guys are really interesting. Have really cool ideas. And talking with you. Period. I hope I hope we can be back in school in September. Be back in school in September. Period. Fingers crossed. I really hope it happens. Fingers crossed. And I'm excited again because I really hope we come back. So it's an exclamation point. So that's my journal. Let me read the whole thing one more time. I miss school because of all the little wing nuts. I miss teaching you, playing with you, and talking with you. I hope we can be back in school in September. Fingers crossed. Okay, draw a picture of yourself at school. Okay, here's the smart board. This is the ground. And then here's me. Pointing at the smart board, pointing at you. And then here's all you little wing nuts in your desks. And some of you are really small. You can barely see. That's all you wing nuts? And you're saying, what's this wingy saying? You are the best. Aw, thanks for saying that. I just miss being in the classroom and all of you sitting around and you're raising your hand and you're answering my questions and you're asking me questions and we're learning together. I miss having our group. That's what I miss. Okay. So tell me why you miss school, or maybe you really don't. Maybe you're happy that you get to sit at home and play games all day and not do your homework. If you're really happy about that, that would make me sad. But you're you. Tell me what you're thinking. Okay, let's do some math. Telling time and subtraction. You can use subtraction to find time intervals. For example, 10:26 to 10:41. So if we do 41 take away 26, we know it's been 15 minutes. It was 10:41 at the end and we started at 10:26. An interval means how long in between these two numbers. From 10:26 to 10:41, 15 minutes. The time interval is 15 minutes. See how long it took each child to get to the library from home. Find the time taken, then answer the question. 7. From 9:14 to 9:53. Tom. So I know I got to subtract the big number from the small one. So 53 take away 14, 3 take away 4, can't do it. Borrow from 5, 5 turns to 4, 3 turns to 13. 13 take away 4 equals 9, 4 take away 1 equals 3. It took me 39 minutes to walk to the library. Okay, number 8, let's do this one together. So from 11:08 to 11:21. 21 take away 8, and that's over here. So 21 take away 8. 1 take away 8, you can't do that. Borrow from the 2, 2 turns to 1, 1 turns to 11. 11 take away 8 equals 3, drop the 1. It took me 13 minutes to walk to the library. Number 9, from 3:27 to 3:39. So 39 take away 27. 39 take away 27. Start in the ones place. 9 take away 7 equals 2. 3 take away 1 equals 1. It took me 12 minutes to ride my bike to the library. Number 10. Who lives closest to the library? Okay. Who lives closest to the library? Now you might think it's Jacob because it took him 12 minutes. But to ride my bicycle. And for little Sally, it took her 13 minutes to walk. So Sally's actually closer because walking is way slower than riding a bike. So that might have tricked you. Who lives closest? It's got to be Sally. See, that's why you got to read those key words. Read the key words. Okay, next. Ah, yes, I've been waiting for this page. Equals and fractions. Equals and fractions. Activity 1. Look at each set. Are the shaded parts equal? Circle yes or no. So I did the first one for you. So you see this cup. Each one is 1/3. 1/3. That's the same. So yes, it's equal. Okay, let's do the next one. So we have a grid with 4 boxes and 1 out of 4 is filled in. 1 out of 4. So they each are the same and the same is equal. So yes. Okay. Now, one other important thing. Look, the size of the box, the same. The size of these cups are the same. So now let's look at this one here. So this cup is half full. 1/2 is half. And this cup is half full. 1/2. But are they equal? Look, this cup is a lot smaller. So no, they're not equal. Just because they're both half doesn't mean they're equal. If you poured out both of those cups of water, this one would have more water. That's why it's not equal. So look at this one. We have a pie graph, a pie cut into 8, 1 out of 8 pieces. And here's a big pie cut into 8, 1 out of 8. So they're both 1/8, but this pie is much bigger. So no, not equal. You get it? Activity 2. Number 1. Students at Lakewood School want to play Foursquare. Show how they can paint 2 lines in the box to make fourths. So we need 2 lines to make 4 squares. 1 line, 2 lines. See how it's 4? Number 2, now draw 2 more lines to show a way to make 8s. So now we want 8 boxes. This time we'll go diagonal. 1, 2. So you see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Okay, number of the and then we'll read a story together. So my number is 662. Let's start at the bottom this time, just for fun. My number in words, 662. 660 dash 2. 662. Record a number pattern starting at your number. So we start at 662. And let's go down by 10. So the tens place will change. 662, 652, 642, 632, 622, 612, 602. The next one would have been 592, 582. Okay, what my numbers look like using base 10 blocks. So we know we need 6 hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put a bubble on it. And we need 6 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put a bubble on it. And 2 ones. 1, 2. Bubble. Okay. Record on a number line. 0 to 1,000. In the middle of those numbers is 500. Between 500 and 1,000 in the middle, 750. Between 500 and 750 in the middle, that would be 625. So we're very close. Probably 662 is right there. Let's put a bubble on it so I know that's your answer. Round to the nearest 100. So we could either go down to 600 or up to 700. So if your number is 650 or more, you're going to go up to 700. And 662 is more than 650, so we round up to 700. Is it odd or even? Odd numbers end with 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. Even numbers end with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Our number ends with a 2, so it's even. Put some check marks in there. Place value. Hundreds place, we have 6. Tens place, we have 6. Ones place, we have 2. One more. So the ones place will go up by 1. 6, 6. 2 goes up to 3. 663. 1 less. So the ones place will go down. 661. 2 goes down to 1. Okay, hundreds. Let's use our place value. So we know we have 6 in the hundreds place, 6 in the tens, and 2 in the ones. 6 hundreds equals 600. 6 tens equals 60. 2 ones equals 2. So we have a 6 in the hundreds place, 6 in the tens place, and 2 in the hundreds. 662. It matches. Okay, last one, plus 10. So now we are talking about the tens place. This one. And it's plus 10, so it's going to go up by 1 because it's only 10. So 6, and now 6 goes up to 7, and 2 stays the same. 672. Take away 10, so now the tens will go down. 100 stays the same. Tens place, 6 goes down to 5, and ones place stays the same. 652. Okay, good. Now, that was a lot of work today. Let's take a break and let's go to outer space and learn about all the cool planets in our solar system.
We live on a planet called Earth. Earth is one of 8 planets that travel around the sun. The sun and everything that travels around it are called the solar system. Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, asteroid belt, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, no longer considered a planet. The sun is a giant ball of fiery hot gases. If Earth were the size of a basketball, the sun would be as big as a basketball court. Mercury is closest to the sun. During the day, its temperature is almost 800 degrees Fahrenheit. But at night, the temperature drops to nearly 300 degrees below zero. Venus is about the same size as Earth, but it is very different. Thick clouds cover the planet, but it has no water. Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system. Earth is the only planet that has water on its surface. If Earth were closer to the sun, the oceans would boil away. If it were farther away, the oceans would freeze. Earth's moon is not a planet. Planets travel around the sun. Moons travel around planets. Even though Earth's moon is 250,000 miles away, it is our closest neighbor. Phases of the moon: new moon, crescent moon, quarter moon,
Maria,
gibbous
you're
moon,
live here. Maria.
full moon. The surface of Mars is a red, dusty soil. Spacecraft from Earth have landed on Mars. People are interested in looking for signs of life there, but so far they have found no signs of life. Jupiter is much larger than all of the other planets combined. The surface of Jupiter is an ocean of liquid hydrogen 10,000 miles deep. The Great Red Spot is a giant storm on Jupiter. This storm is bigger than Earth. Saturn is the second largest planet. Saturn has rings made of pieces of ice, rock, and dust. Some pieces are smaller than a penny. Others are as big as a house. Uranus is a green planet. Its very thin rings are made of an unknown black material. Uranus has 5 large moons and at least 22 smaller ones. Neptune is a blue-green planet with giant storms on its surface. Freezing winds blow across Neptune at speeds of up to 700 miles per hour. Pluto was once called the 9th planet. Scientists now call it a dwarf planet. It is too small to clear smaller objects from its path. It is smaller than any of the planets and 7 of the moons. Pluto is very cold and part of the icy outer solar system. Asteroids are chunks of rock. They are much smaller than planets. About 4,000 asteroids circle the sun between Mars and Jupiter. This area is called the asteroid belt. Far out in space, other planets circle other stars. But no one knows if any distant planets are like Earth. We still have much to learn about planets and stars.
Okay, let's go back to this page. That's very interesting. And we can see all the names of the planets. Remember I taught you the acronym? My very energetic mama just served us nachos. Peaches. We don't do Pluto anymore, so we don't count it. I'm glad they said that. So distance from the sun. Mercury is very close. Venus, Earth close, and then you see it starts to get really far away. And the farther away you are, the colder it is. Orbital period in days. So how long it takes to go all the way around the sun? 88 days on Mercury, 365 on Earth. That's why we say 1 year is 365 days. Look at this. Neptune, it takes 59,800 days to go around the sun once. I've only been alive for about 10,000 days, so that's crazy. How long the length of day in hours? So on Earth, 24 hours in a day. Look at this. Venus, 2,802 hours. Mercury, 4,223. That's crazy. And how many moons? 0, 0. Earth, we have 1. Mars has 2. Jupiter has 50. Saturn, 53. That's a lot. Can you imagine if we had 50 moons? And you might have thought Saturn is the only planet with a ring. But look, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune have rings. They're just not as visible. So space is really cool to learn about. Finish the book. We're level 8.
Lunch is ready. Lunch is ready.
Ooh, lunchtime. So I'm going to leave you with one question because I really like talking about space. And I remember lots of you like talking about it too. So think about this. Do you think there is life on other planets? That doesn't mean just our solar system. Even billions and billions and billions of kilometers away, all those stars that you see in the sky, those are like the sun. And that means there could be planets around any one of those stars. So do you think there's life on other planets? If so, what kind? Would they look like humans? Would they look like animals? Would they speak English? What do you think it would look like? And remember, life, that can mean plants like trees, grass. It's so crazy to think about. It might be so, so different. So different that we can't really even imagine it. But it's so fun to think about, isn't it? And I hope that we find life one day, and I hope we can become friends with that planet. Okay, you heard the lady. It's lunchtime, and I got a rumbly in my tumbly. Well, it's time for me to say goodbye. I hope you have an excellent weekend. Thanks for doing your homework. I'll see you back for Monday's video. That's the last week of homework. Okay, Wingnut. Bye-bye.